Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to my channel Race to Sub 3, and this is my journey as I attempt to run a sub 3-hour marathon at Berlin 2025. Today I'm sharing my marathon journey so far, the lessons I've learned and why I'm chasing this goal. So let's dive in. So back in October 2020, having moved to Berlin a couple of years before, I decided to apply for the Berlin Marathon. I applied for the London Marathon every single year since 2012, but with record numbers of entrants coming more and more every single year for London, I knew that wasn't a likely prospect. But applying for Berlin Marathon is a completely different story, especially as a Berlin resident. I literally only know 3 people who have living in Berlin, have applied and haven't got a spot. So a week later, and that's how quick the turnaround is for the Berlin Marathon ballot, when I found out I got a spot, I wasn't surprised. I was a bit nervous, but I was also pretty excited. So this was to be my first marathon, and 10 months later, things were going well. I was halfway around the marathon course, ran under that half marathon banner, and still on track for a sub 3, which at the time was also my goal. But then things really took a turn. I hit the wall hard at 26 kilometers and ended up walking for a little while before eventually dragging myself around and still finishing in a respectable time of 3:19. But I hated it. I hated every single second after 26 kilometers, and it was not fun. When I hit that finish line, I vowed I wasn't going to run again, and I really stuck to that for the best part of a year. But for some inexplicable reason, I kept on applying for the London Marathon. And sod's law, in 2023, I found out I had a spot for the 2024 London Marathon. I hadn't really been training particularly well up until this point, having said I didn't want to run again, but I knew if I really committed myself, I could get around and just enjoy it. And that's what I did. I completely changed my aspect and my outlook on running. I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to really enjoy the training, enjoy running out in nature, which we have a lot of around here in Berlin. And that's what I did. It was great. And on the day, the conditions were perfect. Anyone who's run London knows what an incredible course it is, with spectators literally every meter, sometimes 5 or 6 deep. I got round, saying hello to my friends, and finished in 3 hours, 10 minutes and 16 seconds. I was back enjoying running again, and this was amazing. So after all that roller coaster, why am I back doing Berlin? Well, for one, I've got a spot, a guaranteed spot, which I found out a week after applying, because there is that quick turnaround with the Berlin Marathon. Second of all, there's something about conquering the beast which almost literally destroyed me a few years ago. And finally, it's a fast course. 8 of the last 10 world records have been broken in Berlin. There's only 40 or so meters of elevation. It's quick, and in September you can be pretty lucky to get a good day's weather for runners, and hopefully sunny for the spectators as well. So whether you're chasing that sub 3 as well, running your first marathon, or just looking for a bit of inspiration, this channel is here for you. So give that subscribe button a press, hit like, and also join me on Strava and the other socials where you can see some of the more detailed breakdowns of my workouts, as well as the other areas that I'm focusing on. I look forward to seeing you all soon, and don't forget to give that button there a hit so you can see some of the other videos I've already got up.